Good morning, guys. I've got the trailer hooked up. I've just got to get the snow out of there so we can use the tie downs. Today is the day. Gage and I are all excited. Hey, buddy? We're going to pick up the new four-wheeler and then we're going to go for a ride. All right, license plate, money, helmet, snacks, Gage. I think we're good. Not the ideal time of year to be out testing a new bike, but we don't have that much snow. There's only 3-4 inches, so the bike should still be able to get around the woods. I want to go to my 78-acre property, the one I've had problems with, the guy trespassing before. I wasn't in there all hunting season, so a little bit of snow is nice because I can see what tracks are in there. So we're going to take the bike and Gage, test out the bike, do a mini first impressions video, and just see how my property is faring. Is there anybody out there trespassing? I hope not. All right, there it is. There's the new bike, guys. I waited a week for them to put the handle bar grips and the windshield on, so you can see how that turned out. I could have had the bike last week. So it's got to come back because it's got a bunch of parts missing. They don't have the plow ready, so we will be back. But today we can take it like this and test it out. So that's the Sportsman Trail 570. Power steering, bumpers, 3,000 pound winch. Lots of goodies. I'm excited to try it out for sure. All right, we're all strapped in there. I guess we're good to go. Actually, I wanted to see if the winch comes with a cable on it. Well, of course. No ribbon, just a cable. Don't like cable. So I just noticed the headlight on here. Still got the plastic cover on it. Can I even get to that to get it off? So I don't really know what to think. I mean, in all honesty, guys, this is the first time dealing with this dealer, but I never have luck with any dealers. You know, they called me a week ago and said, hey, we need to keep it for 5 more days to get your windshield and your handguards installed. And I was like, okay, keep it. So I show up a week later, no windshield, no handguards. And basically now I have to wait till mid-January, bring the bike back to get all the plow stuff done. So they're going to be doing handguards and windshield at that time as well. But I'm not getting a good feeling, you know what I mean? So I'm just looking at where I'm going to put this plate here on the back, and I realized they've got a toolbox in here. They removed that on the 2021s. I don't know how you're supposed to access it because the back is sealed, but they've got it on there. Of course, guys, we're complaining on the 2021s about your intake or your exhaust, right? Your intake up at the front, getting water in it right up here, and water off these back tires going in here, and then your belts got slipping issues. We'll see if I have any problems with that. All right, so here we are, parked at the trail to get into the property. Gonna take the bike off. I don't have a screwdriver to put the plate on, but we're on private property, so that's okay. It's fully insured. All the paperwork is done, which they didn't have ready for me, so I got to go back to the dealership this afternoon to get. But here on my own property, won't be any problem testing out this bike. How can you have any pee left in your system? I let him out at the dealership and he peed on every four-wheeler they had parked in the yard. Every tire. Good job, buddy. Oh, this one's getting dirty. Some road slush on there. I need a new one. Probably gonna need 2 hands. I don't even know where the start button is on. Oh, I guess it's the key turn. My old Articat, you had to push a button. Nope. Okay, so I had the handbrake locked and I assumed the bike would start and it wouldn't. But if you depress the foot brake. Magic. What makes sense to me on this bike is the gear shift being down here on the right side. When you want to shift, your left hand engages the brake, you reach down and shift with your right. On the Arctic Cat, it was always on the wrong side, so you could never use the front brake to shift. You always had to use the pedal. I mean, we can still do that with the pedal. I know nothing about the menus, the modes. We'll look at all that stuff later. We're just gonna go for a drive right now. Nice snowy drive. Check out the property. What is this? Power steering light? Doesn't seem like my power steering is working. I have no power steering. You gotta be kidding me. Turned the machine off, turned it back on, and we now have power steering. What have I gotten into? What have I gotten into? I'm just like, I think it was just frozen. A lot of these buttons seem frozen because these guys washed the bike this morning. Don't ask me why, it's winter. So maybe it was just frozen. We're gonna take it for a run. Oh my god, power steering is so nice. I've never had power steering. As long as it's working. As long as it keeps working. Geez, a 5-year-old could drive this. Come on, Gage. I need you to find some deer bones if there's any kicking around. We're gonna nail this guy to the trespassing door. So far, so good, guys. No tracks. Nobody's been in here that I can see. I'm going to hit the back side of the property just to make sure, but the bike, I'm loving it. Those 26-inch Duro tires go over 4 or 5-inch logs, no problem. I've had the bike in 4-wheel drive the whole way just because it's snowy, right? It's going to slip in the snow. And I've got to say the big difference between this machine and my old machine is the throttle is way more responsive. I barely have to touch it, and it's there. There's power there, instantaneous. I mean, I guess the machine is 12 years newer, right? Let's just open up this top rack and take a look in here. I don't know if Brandon's machine, he has the 2021 special edition trail, which is white. So, I mean, I can see all kinds of water under there, so it doesn't seem very waterproof. Guys, we're complaining about that. Not that I really care. I'm not going to put anything in here that's, I mean, you're four-wheeling, right? But there is this seal on here, which is supposed to keep this waterproof. But as you can see, there's water all over the battery. I like that the battery is up on top because for boosting and charging purposes, it's right there. Trust me, as a guy who just spent 12 years having to take his seat off and then unscrew a cover to get to his battery every time you want to charge it or boost it, what a pain in the you-know-what. So this is going to be so nice. The power steering, guys, the upgrade for the power steering alone is worth it. You can steer this thing with one finger. I love it. If you didn't know me, you'd think I have a thing for black. Black truck, black Suron, black four-wheeler. I don't. I mean, this is a sharp-looking bike. I'm fine with it being black. I think white would show, well, they both show dirt. It doesn't matter. I don't get my toys dirty. This thing is just for driving on trails only. Are you ready? Let's go. First bit of mud on the new machine. Probably 7 to 8 inches of mud there. It's all right. No problem. Went right through it like nothing. This is not a taxing trail. It's just a joyriding trail. Ask Gage. He'll tell you. He's enjoying himself. One thing my Arctic Cat always had that was great was the suspension. Almost 12 inches of travel, I think, back in the day. And I believe this new machine has 15. And I gotta tell you, the suspension feels pretty good on this. It feels even better than my Arctic Cat. I'm going over some pretty rough stuff, logs and stumps. buried in the snow here. And this thing is nice. I'm impressed. I like it. I guess for the money. Oh, there's a log we're going over. I guess for the money, you better be impressed because it wasn't cheap. My Arctic Cat cost about half of what this machine cost me. Oh, look what Gage put up in a tree. I was gonna bring the shotgun and I didn't. There. Dude, I just came to show you the four-wheeler.